Hello, what's up, guys? Browntown here. We are doing the Browns breakdown of their offense because fitting the whole thing in one episode would be very, very long. All right, so we're going to start this off here with the quarterbacks. We got Baker Mayfield here. Really hope he starts all 16 games, do 27 TDs, set the rookie touchdown record, yada, yada, yada. Future Super Bowl champion, hopefully. I don't think he's going to cut down the interceptions too much, guys. I think he's probably going to always be in that, 10 to, 16 range on interceptions because he plays kind of gutsy. I think the touchdowns will go up, though. 27 T's as a rookie, that just leaves us begging the question, how many can he throw? Maybe I'll pull up Patrick Mahomes and just, 50. Holy shit. I still can't believe Patrick Mahomes did that. In terms of backups, hopefully none of these guys see the field. Garrett Gilbert is one. He was the best quarterback in the AAF, so I mean, maybe he'd be all right. I really don't want to see him on the field, though. Drew Stanton, he's pretty much just there as a mentor, kind of like a Josh McCown type dude. I think that's good. Baker does need a mentor. And then David Blow is pretty much a camp arm. I don't see him on the final roster. Now the interesting one of them, the running backs. Well, let's just start off with the elephant in the room, Kareem Hunt. I don't think we should have signed him. He's causing more locker room drama than I think we need. I also think he's awesome on the field, but he's just not a good dude, and he's causing drama, which isn't good. While we're on the subject of Kareem Hunt, we might as well hop on to Duke Johnson. His role pretty much is gone after Kareem Hunt comes back in 8 games. And he wants to leave, which I can't blame him. He's been very unloved in Cleveland. That sucks because he's a pretty good receiving back. I mean, him, Nick Chubb would have been a good duo. So, I mean, if Duke Johnson's gone, then who's going to be the first guy who's going to be the two-punch to Nick Chubb? The answer to that is Dontrell Hilliard, who I think is pretty much Duke Johnson, except not as good yet. I think he has potential, though. I think he's going to be similar to Duke Johnson. From what I've heard, he could be doing Duke Johnson things the first 8 games, which, I don't know how I feel about that, but I think he could be good. And then Nick fucking Chubb. This dude was awesome. He had 996 yards and 8 TDs while being underutilized as a rookie. That is awesome. All right, in terms of receivers, Odell Beckham, undisputed number 1. Great move. We got him for actually pretty cheap, in my opinion. I still can't believe we got him. I'm getting an OBJ jersey at some point. Not sure when, because these jerseys do kind of run on the pricey side, but I might get him. I still need to get Myles Garrett, though. Right now I've just been chilling on the Baker Mayfield because it's awesome. And then I have my Bernie Kosar hanging up because I finally have a new jersey. Anyway, and then Jarvis Landry, I think he's going to be our slot guy. I think he's going to have 1,000 yards. He's going to be amazing in short yard situations, yada, yada, yada. Awesome receiver. So those two are going to be insane. But what about the rest of the core? Antonio Callaway needs to improve on his catching and route running. He could be something special. It all depends on how he develops as a receiver, because he's probably going to be sitting receiver 3 this year. The other guy who could be sitting receiver 3 is Rashard Higgins. I really like Rashard Higgins is the thing. So it's I would love to see him as receiver 3. I just don't think he's going to get the job. I mean, he's awesome. I like Rashard Higgins. Him and Baker Mayfield looked like they were building up a chemistry. Ditto for Damian Ratley. They had a bit of a chemistry. There was a game where I think Damian Ratley actually had 10 catches. So I think Damian Ratley should stay on the roster. I don't know if he should be as a maybe receiver 4 or 5, probably 5 because I don't want Higgins or Callaway to go. So he should probably be our like receiver 5. And then if we're keeping a 6-man, which I don't know if we. There's one guy I want as our 6-man, and that's Damian Giuseppe, who I think could be an awesome return man. Like I think he could really be something good. Because he seems to have like the, what do I say? Not quite a Josh Cribbs factor or Devin Hester factor, but he's got the returning factor. Like maybe not as good as those two though. Those are like the best at kicks and punts. In terms of the rest of the guys, a lot of them are undrafted. Some of them are unproductive, like Jalen Strong, unproductive 3rd-round pick. I mean, unless I see something out of like Ishmael Hyman or some of the other guys, I'm just going to be here thinking, please keep the core I said in this video. All right, in terms of tight ends, we got David Njoku, who he doubled his yards from last season pretty much, but he didn't do anything with his TDs. Still 4. I think he still has some work to do with his catching. Like he isn't terrible with his catching, but he does need to work on it. Like he needs to get rid of the droppies, and he also needs to get more TDs. I mean, 4 in both your seasons. I mean, come on, man. 4 TDs in both your seasons. You didn't improve at all. I mean, good on you for doubling your yards, though. I think year 3 for him could be a breakout year because I'm not gonna say he broke out. Yeah, I mean, he's had 600 yards, 4 TDs. Okay, that's all right. Now with the rest of the tight ends, all right. Seth DeValve, he was a receiver in college. So, yeah, I want to keep him on the roster in case the receiving core goes to crap. He's a decent tight end. I mean, not really good, not really bad. He's just kind of there. Oh, and then Demetrius Harris, blocking tight end. I definitely want to keep him on the roster. He's going to be good, I think, as a blocker. I think he's going to enable Chubb to get to, like, run around better. And, I guess, Hunt. And Hillard and Johnson if he stays. And lastly, this guy is registered as a tight end, Orson Charles, but they think of him as a fullback. I was tempted just to throw him in his own category as a fullback, but, you know, he's registered as a tight end, so I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll cover him with the tight ends. But he's pretty much a fullback. I like him. I think we should just full on register him as a fullback because that would be kind of awesome. I like fullbacks. Anyway, let's get on to the offensive line. Tackles. We have Greg Robinson. Now, which Greg Robinson are we going to get is the question. Are we going to get the guy who sucked most of his career, or are we going to get the guy who was looking pretty awesome for stretches of last year? Other than that, we got Chris Hubbard, who we stole from Pittsburgh. I'm still happy about that. Suck at Pittsburgh. Other than that, we got a couple undrafted guys. And we got Kendall Lamb Kendall. Yeah, it's either Lamb Kendall or Kendall Lamb. I might be scrambling that. He was a part of the Texans O-line last year, so I really don't want him to start because the Texans O-line sucked really, really bad. Yeah, our tackles aren't super interesting this year, which I'm okay with. Guard, that one's a little different on the interest. Joe Bitonio, obviously a starter, awesome Pro Bowler, amazing player. Drew Forbes, the only offensive player we spent a draft pick on in the 6th round. I think he is probably just gonna be depth. I don't see him. I don't see him starting. I mean, if he does, I hope he does well. Obviously, as well. Hold on a second. In addition to that, we do have Austin Corbett, who, yeah, he hasn't lived up to that 33rd overall pick yet. Mainly because he didn't start all last year, and this year he is struggling with a center to get the starting job. Although he's been snapping at center behind J.C. Treader, he needs to get his shit together if he wants to play, I think. Speaking of centers, let's talk about the centers. J.C. Treader, starter, Pro Bowler, super stoked that he came back after, because the 0-16 season, he kind of looked like crap. Like, he has moments where he's good, and then is like, eh. And then this year, he kind of came back, and it was pretty awesome for stretches. Next, Kyle Callis. He's been taking snaps at starting right guard. I think that's awesome because he could be good. I mean, if he's better than Corbett, obviously throw him in, but if it's close, maybe go with Corbett to see if you can get your investment back. But I think Kyle Calais is going to be, like, our depth guard. You know how the Patriots always got, like, kind of a depth guy that's pretty all right that they can just kind of hop in as their sixth man? I think either Kyle Calais or Austin Corbett's going to be that for us this year. I think Austin what was I saying? Something about Austin Corbett. Anyway. Well, that's about it for the breakdown. In terms of positional grades, quarterback, A. I mean, that's an awesome situation. Running back, B, because you signed Kareem Hunt, and he's going to be drama. Receivers, B. We don't exactly know who our third guy is going to be. Tight end, B-. There's a lot of potential, but David Njoku, progress. Our tackles, B. I mean, we're unsure of Greg Robinson, obviously. Guard is going to also be a B because of Austin Corbett. Joe Bitonio's an A+, but Austin Corbett's like a B because we're unsure of him. And I don't know how Kyle Calais would stack up to every other guard. Center, A. J.C. Treader, Pro Bowler. Kyle Calais, I mean, considering what the work he's doing at right guard, he could probably fill in decently at center, I'm assuming. And Willie Wright, I have no freaking clue. In terms of breakout potential, and yes, I'm covering breakout potential in this episode, Baker Mayfield already broke out, so I can't say him. Nick Chubb already broke out, so I can't say him. In terms of breakout players, I think Dontrell Hilliard, because I don't think Duke's going to play another down for us. I think he's done. He's just going to be like, bleep you, I'm done. So I think Dontrell Hilliard in the first 8 games is going to break out a little bit. Like, he's going to pretty much fill in Duke Johnson's role and be pretty decent at it. In terms of receivers, I think Damian Giuseppe is probably going to break out on special teams. I don't think Antonio Callaway takes enough steps year 2 to fully break out. And I think Rashard Higgins, I think he's just going to be a receiver 3 at this point. Like, he could progress more, but I just don't see him progressing a crap ton this year. I hope he does because I like him, but still. In terms of tight ends, I think David Njoku should break out this year because now it's like, come on, David, this is your year, break out, dude. So I hope David Njoku breaks out. I really want to see more touchdowns out of him. If he stays at like 600 yards but has like 6 TDs, I'd be much happier with that. Yeah, I think we need to utilize him more, which I don't know if we are because now we got Odell Beckham. I mean, yeah, it's going to kind of dampen him. In terms of tackles, we have the greatest boom, or we have, in terms of the offensive line in general, we got 2 super boom or super bust guys. Austin Corbett has huge bust potential right now, but he also could be a boom. I think the same goes for Greg Robinson because we don't know which one we're going to get. Now, in my predictions video, I'll name one player, but these were just kind of the ones I'm floating right now. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching my offensive breakdown. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a nice day. Click the notification bell for more Browns videos and maybe some other teams. And goodbye.